We've been talking about baby Boo at the zoo and the regular Boo at the zoo. And Boo, we have one of the most adorable visitors in the studio as I speak, and welcome you to a very special segment of the morning show with members of the Buttonwood Park Zoo, the Zoological Society, and the ambassadors who are going to, I don't know if the possum can speak, but we will definitely give them a choice of speaking or just staying there being adorable. In the meanwhile, let's all introduce ourselves.
Lance Gunberg, graphic design and video.
And what do you do with the zoo?
Basically just do all of the advertising, marketing, video on a regular basis, and anything else that we need to promote and announce for the zoo.
Awesome, awesome. Now, who do we have here?
My name is Carrie. I'm the Curator of Education, and I'm here with one of my coworkers, Peaches, the Virginia Opossum.
So it's pronounced opossum.
There is a difference between a possum and an opossum. Possums live in Australia.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You learn something new every day. And?
Hi, I'm Michelle Gomes. I manage the society operations at the Buttonwood Park Zoo.
There you go. Well, I would like to start first by having you talk about the Ambassadors Program, because we have this beautiful, can you describe for our listeners this beautiful opossum?
Sure. Thank you for calling her beautiful. A lot of people talk about how creepy they are, or, oh, I didn't think they could be so cute. But as you're saying, she is adorable. She is a 6-month-old opossum, as I said. She has been with us since she was just a little baby. Unfortunately, her life started a little rough. Her mom was hit by a car, and a good citizen pulled all the babies out of the pouch. They are our only marsupial in North America, so they do have pouches that they keep their babies in. And so they've been hand-raised since they were very young. So her and her sister Ellie, who's over there, have joined our Animal Ambassador Program, and their job is to really talk about local animals and how we can connect people to what lives in their own backyards.
And what is that connection?
Well, like I said, most people, when they think of an opossum, they don't really think warm, fuzzy thoughts. So our goal is to really talk about how amazing they are, how cool they are, all of their cool adaptations, and their purpose in the ecosystem and what their role is. So.
Yeah, I think the opossum wants to be a co-host here. Isn't this beautiful? Casey's taking photographs. We have Dan videoing it, and we'll be showing you this online. But in the meanwhile, we have a coyote now also that's part of the Ambassadors Program.
Yeah, I believe you're speaking about the new coyote. We have two now, so we have Cody and Molly. Cody has been with us about 1.5 years, and he is part of our Animal Ambassador Program, so he is harness trained, and we do take him out for walks and for class visits and things like that to talk to people about coyotes. And we recently added a new coyote, Molly, to be his companion, and we're hoping this fall to really get her harness trained as well so they can go on walks together.
Events coming up. We have some really fun, exciting events for the family. Who would like to begin?
We have Boo at the Zoo going on right now. We're in the second weekend, just passed. We have the third weekend coming up this weekend. Looks like beautiful weather, so hopefully we'll have a good turnout. Everybody seems to be having a good time and enjoying Boo at the Zoo so far. So
I'm leaning over just to say hi.
Hi.
And new this year, you have another event, huh?
Right, we're trying something a little different, Baby Boo, which is actual during the day event. It's 10 to 12 on the 30th, Friday, the day before Halloween. And it's for the little toddlers that might be too frightened to come out at night. So we're trying that during the day. We're going to have a little Halloween party and a parade and a costume contest and everything. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Lance, tell us why it's important to become a member.
Well, becoming a member of the Buttonwood Park Zoo does have a lot of benefits. It gets you into particular events that we're having either at a reduced cost or at times for free. It helps to support the Zoological Society, and it helps to support the many programs that the zoo is involved in on a regular basis. not just within our own area, but within outreach as well, with other organizations that are perhaps a wildlife rescue or that type of thing.
Sure. What do the kids love most about the zoo, about meeting the little animals, the ambassadors, whatnot?
Well, I think anytime you get to be up close and personal with an animal and learn something new, people get really excited. We've included this year in Boo at the Zoo and Baby Boo at the Zoo, the animal ambassadors are out in the classroom. We're talking about misunderstood creatures, and they're learning a lot of things. We've been getting a lot of great feedback that people have been enjoying learning about animals and getting to see them up close at a fun event. So we're
Is there
excited to
any
do that.
example you can give us of, a misunderstood creature?
Well, there's a never-ending supply of examples of that, but a lot of the things that we're talking about, coyotes, opossums, spiders, we have a worm table where kids can actually dig for worms and get up close and personal and feel worms and learn that they're not as creepy crawly as they might think. We have a turkey vulture that comes for visits, same thing, they kind of look a little weird and might smell funny, but they have a lot of really important, valuable reasons for being in our ecosystem, and people find out that they're actually really cool.
Yes, absolutely. We were talking about mosquitoes, and I said even though they're a pain in the you-know-what, they are so valuable in that entire system.
They're a huge food resource.
Huge. So everything has its meaning and purpose. As we speak, and oh my God, he loves the studio.
She's having a lot of fun exploring.
Hi.
They're very curious creatures.
I didn't mean to scare her. Well, that is awesome. Anything else going on that we want our listening audience?
Well, I think this year for Boo at the Zoo, Phil, we did away with the haunted trail, and because it was a little bit too scary for the younger kids, and we now have the spooky safari train ride, and that goes through the haunted wildlife reserve. And that snakes its way through different exhibits that we put on. And during that time, there is an audio track that plays as it goes through, so you hear all of these different animals and the wind howling and that type of thing. And it's just a really, really fun ride, and it's been getting a lot of good feedback.
Great. Good crowds over the past few weeks?
We have had good crowds. I mean, the first Friday night rained was a total washout, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right.
But we have had good crowds. This past Sunday was the coldest, I think, Boo we've ever had. We actually saw snowflakes. But this weekend we're looking forward to large crowds. So I encourage people to come out and enjoy it with their children.
Absolutely. We've increased the number of candy stations.
Yeah.
We have the hay bale maze that we're doing. The carousel is in full effect, and by the way, your entry fee does allow you to full access to everything in the zoo, including the train ride and the carousel ride. So those are all included in the price as well. And the trick-or-treat stations.
Face painting.
Face painting. We do encourage parents, grandparents to have the kids bring their own bags or bring their own plastic pails.
Sure.
And one other thing of note, and this is a very important topic for Carrie, is that all of the candy that we're featuring at our candy stations is palm oil free. And that's a very, very important thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, that how many things palm oil is in, and unfortunately palm oil in its harvesting damages habitats for Asian elephants and other animals that live within the forested areas. So it's a something that we're trying to make it as green as possible.
Okay, Lance, thank you. We have about 45 seconds. How would you like to give the final thoughts here?
Well, we just hope that everyone will come out and enjoy a really fun holiday event, but know that they're also supporting a really important conservation organization. They're going to get to learn something new. They're going to get up close and personal with some animals, and just have a lot of fun. So it's a lot of really good reasons to come out to the zoo this weekend.
And folks, you can go to WBSM.com. We're going to have video, and we'll have photographs, and we'll have lots of fun with the animals. And that's what we want you and your families to do as well. We're so fortunate to have a zoo like the Buttonwood Park Zoo in our own municipality. And God bless you all for what you do. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, maybe we can get the opossum to say bye-bye. No?
Unfortunately, she's a little shy.
Okay, maybe next time.